I want to tell you a story today. The other day I was at the store and a stranger walked up to me and asked me if he could invite me to a Bible study if I was willing to go to church with him. This had never happened to me in public like this before, and it was kind of new. I just wanted to go home and get done with my grocery shopping, so I kind of brushed him off gently and saying I was happy with my church, I'm happy where I'm at, and have a good day. But he didn't leave it there. He followed up with another question, which was, how do you know your church is the right one? How do you know your church is the one founded by Jesus Christ? That is the heart of the matter. After all, we say in the Creed, I believe in one Holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. So it makes sense to question which church is the right church, which church is the one church that Jesus Christ founded. And again, I was trying to be gentle, but also end the conversation rather quickly. I said, I'm a Catholic. I believe that Jesus Christ gave Peter the keys to the kingdom of heaven. I believe he said to Peter, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. So, as a Catholic, I believe that the Pope, the Bishop of Rome, is the successor to St. Peter and inherits the keys to the kingdom and inherits the mandate that Jesus Christ gave initially to Peter. So I thought the conversation was ended there. He decided otherwise. He went off on the Catholic Church. He started to repeat all the same lies I've heard about my whole life. But again, this is the first time somebody's approached me in public challenging me about my Catholic faith. I've studied the Catholic faith very well, and I've read scripture scholars, I've studied lectures and taken classes on the faith. I knew how to converse with him, I knew what to say, but he didn't know that. He challenged me that the Catholic Church was pagan in origin, that she made up doctrine that isn't found in the scriptures, and that it is the false church of Jesus Christ, that it is in fact an antichrist. It is in fact an anti-church, and that wasn't sitting well with me. So while he was going off and off and off on the Catholic Church, he was talking rather quickly. He said something that this particular feast, and I forget which one it is, but he mentioned a particular feast that the Romans had brought into the Catholic Church. It was pagan in origin, and this feast proves as an example that the Catholic Church is just a neo-pagan Rome. And he was kind of bouncing all over the place, and I kind of feel like that as I'm recording this video right now, but it really is a display of how all over the place this gentleman was when we were talking in the grocery store. But I stopped him, I paused him, and I challenged him saying, when did Rome conquer Persia, and when did this come into the Catholic Church? He took a minute to think, and everybody does, I do too. But he then recollected his thoughts and answered with the book of Daniel. He mentions in the book of Daniel, you have the four beasts and the statue of the four metals, which represent the four kingdoms of Babylon, Persia, Greece, and finally Rome. He identified the Roman beast and the Roman steel, clay, iron as the Catholic Church, that the Catholic Church grew out of Rome. It is a Roman Catholic Church, and this is the same thing as the Roman Empire, and so it is an antichrist. It is not the Church of Christ herself. But I challenged him. I said, what is that stone not cut by human hands that grew into a mountain and encompassed the whole church, the whole world? A spoiler alert, it's the Catholic Church. And he agreed, except for the Catholic part. But I pointed out to him that the stone is the stone of Jesus Christ. The stone that was rejected by the builders, it has become the cornerstone. At the same time, that stone not cut by human hands is also Peter, the rock that Jesus Christ founded his church upon. And he saw that I was able to defend myself and speak intelligently about the Catholic faith. I was able to defend Holy Mother Church, and that I knew what I was talking about. So he quickly ended the conversation and went about his way. I felt pretty good after that, although I know I could have done things better, and I probably made some mistakes in the process. I could have challenged him on his interpretation of Scripture and why he believes it's authoritative. I could have invited him to my church to show him what the Catholic Church was about. It was Archbishop Fulton J. Sheen who mentioned that there are not 10 people on earth who hate the Catholic Church. But everyone who hates the Catholic Church hates their idea of the Catholic Church, but not the Catholic Church itself. They hate this false image of the Catholic Church they have erected in their minds. So I could have done things better and invited him and explained the Catholic Church better for him, but this was all very quick and it only lasted 2 minutes, this whole conversation. What I was happy about was that I could speak publicly about my faith and defend Holy Mother Church from these lies that have been perpetuated for the last 500 years. This inspired me to start this YouTube channel so that I can share what I know about the Scriptures, salvation history, the Catholic Church, her traditions, her devotions, the saints. And I hope to share that with everybody else to share my knowledge, and hopefully I can learn from you all as well that in this process we can defend Holy Mother Church. We can spread the word that the Catholic Church is the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church founded by Jesus Christ. And this whole story of salvation history explains that. And the whole tradition and history of the Church for the last 2,000 years is evidence of that. And I hope to bring that to light, and I hope to share that with all of you. I don't know everything about the Scriptures, and I don't know everything about the Church and her history, but I am pretty well versed, probably more than most. So I just want to share what I know. And together we can work for this mutual learning and growth and development of our faith. We can even work toward the salvation of our souls. After all, it is the salvation of souls that is our one priority, our first priority in this life. Saving our souls, getting to heaven, and assisting others in their salvation as well. That is why I wanted to start this YouTube channel, to correct my errors in that conversation with that stranger in the grocery store, but also to assist others in the salvation of their souls, but primarily also to work out my salvation in fear and trembling. I welcome all of you who want to join me on this journey, and I look forward to interacting with you, talking with you, and sharing what I know with all of you, and together we can learn and grow in this journey. Most Sacred Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us.